pretty good.
Oh, how you doing?
How you doing? Dude, another season. We're back. What's up?
Season 3.
Season 3.
Season 3. Turn in.
Oh,
Turn
lordy. Oh, lordy.
Oh, yes, my friend.
Crazy.
It's been a long hiatus.
Been a long one.
Definitely missed most of the off season, but
I missed you.
well,
we still play together. Yeah, man, week 1, we're back. I can't believe it's already been an entire off season. It's been long overdue. I'm very excited for it. I mean, I'm just gonna. It's like summer's starting to fade away, and now it's like, okay, now we need something to filter in, and that's football.
So the good thing that to cope with the summer season ending was some football. Oh yeah, we've had our little like appetizers of preseason and college ball, but now it's time for the full course meal.
Yeah, and that starts off week 1, the Battle of Ohio, Browns Bengals.
Wait, who?
What?
Browns Boogles?
The Boogles?
Oh, we're scared of little pooty cats. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, Cleveland's Cleveland, so I mean.
Yeah, Cleveland's Cleveland, and the Cleveland Elves. That's what their name is, I guess.
I think they should just rebrand, right?
Yeah.
So I guess kind of jumping right into it. Obviously, we haven't really covered preseason or anything like that. We've had a lot of life things going on. But what are some things that you've liked in this preseason that you saw?
All right. Well, one thing I like to say about this offseason, offseason / preseason. I think the big one is Jim Schwartz.
Yeah.
You have an adult calling plays. Whatever Joe Woods was doing last year, or the last couple of years, in destroying this team every year, it's kind of nice to have someone that knows what they're doing.
Clearly.
They've been a head coach for multiple years, won playoff games as a head coach. Has won a Super Bowl as a coordinator, and he's one tough SOB.
Yeah.
So when you see it on the field in preseason, whenever you see a lot of the guys at the bottom of the lineup that look really strong, and the way that defense was set up, it's, I think, all around a pretty good.
Yeah, I feel like it's a very energized defense, and you said, like you kind of even said, like people even at the bottom of the roster that have been like really fighting, and they look like they want to play, like they have something to prove. It's kind of like having a coach that you like actually like care to impress.
Yeah,
it goes a long way. Like even for example, like Ronnie Hickman, who made the 53-man roster, like he looked great, but I mean, I think he's obviously a very talented kid, but he also, I think, is playing in a scheme and a defense that like he actually wants to play for, and you actually believe in what the coach is telling you. Goes such a far way. I think we've seen that so far in this preseason, because defense, I mean, the biggest thing was like we can't stop a run. Well, we looked fucking awesome against the run in this preseason. It's preseason, I get it, but like it gives me a lot of hope. We added a lot of depth. Obviously, the Darius Smith. We added Shelby Harris, which is massive. So,
speaking of massive,
Myles Garrett is going to be very, very happy.
Yes, I guess just to add on to someone that made the roster that I'm very happy and they performed very well is a defensive tackle, Maurice Hurst.
Yeah,
he's been kind of a traveler in NFL. Was with the Raiders and the San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah, but everyone said it was like if this guy hits, like if he actually shows up and plays well, he's going to be very, very good.
Yeah,
as a nice depth piece, and man, he's really shown up this preseason. So
yeah, and they originally cut him, and now they bumped him up to the 53.
Yeah,
and got rid of that bum Tommy Togiai.
Yeah, but I think I know. Yeah, oof. But I think that was a strategic thing to do. It's like cut him, bring him back because he's a vet.
Yeah.
You know, they can do some shuffling around. They were kind of like, hey, we're going to cut you, but we want you, so don't go anywhere kind of thing, you know? So, yeah, I'm very excited for it, man, tomorrow. And
kickoff time.
But what are you thinking for this game? If you're going to have some keys, I want to some Royal Donuts.
Royal Donut keys to the game. How could you forget mine?
Oh!
Oh man,
What's the
well,
keys?
I think it's make Joe Burrow uncomfortable. Let's start off with that. Um, he was question mark up until this last week.
Yeah.
Pulled something in his calf. No one really said, and Zach Taylor was really kind of
Yeah, he got carted off the field.
he didn't really want to give an answer
Yeah.
until this last week.
He also hasn't practiced in weeks.
Yeah,
So, it hasn't gotten a lot of snaps, with that 53-man roster.
well, the best way to do that is you get after him, make a move, make some tough throws,
Yeah.
lay on him a
Get
little
him
bit.
running, get him scrambling out of the pocket, make him uncomfortable. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, I can see where you're going with that one.
I guess. And then secondly, I kind of want to stay on the second side on the defensive side of the ball.
There you go.
Is don't let these little side piece players make plays like Joe Mixon or
Yeah.
OJ Howard, that is Cincinnati's new tight end,
Oh wow.
or
I didn't even think about
Tyler Boyd. You got a really great receiving core, and I think Jamar Chase and T Higgins are going to do what they do, but you got to limit the guys around them. Don't let them have a big game either.
for sure. Yeah, I agree. Also, Juan Thornhill's questionable still, which makes me concerned. But I think we have a lot of guys in that safety room that could step up. Um, but yeah, I think another key in my thoughts here is get creative, do your thing, and basically show the rest of the league, you know, who Deshaun Watson is. He needs to go out there and perform very well. But also, like they've said this entire preseason, oh, we're not showing anyone anything. We're not running what we're actually going to be running. Well, let's see it. Because week one against the Bengals, okay, they've been to the AFC Championship twice in 2 seasons. So if you want to prove it, get a jump start on the season, you got to do it. So I want Sean Watson to really go out there, just tear it up. I think that's a huge key, but also said like have fun, do your thing, and it's kind of like
Play some football.
let's play some football, dude.
Like, let's not forget, like, our first 4 games of this year, 3 in division rivals.
Yeah,
So this is not just a opener. This is a big game.
that's what I'm saying. It's a statement game.
Yeah, it's a statement
Yeah.
game. You got a lot of haters on your back.
The entire national media.
It just seems like the narrative about this game, at least the Cleveland narrative, is Deshaun Watson.
Yeah,
And it's hard not to put it on him right now, is because last year a lot of people would say he played horrible.
didn't play good.
Well, I personally think it's just him shaking off some rust, but tomorrow there's no
There's
excuse.
no excuses.
You had a whole off
full off season
with nothing.
Yeah,
So this offense is prepared. I gave him a big break because I personally believe they had to switch their whole entire offense identity mid-season.
and we also had zero defense last year to help him out.
Yep.
So, I mean, we can list excuse after excuse after excuse. At the end of the day, we paid him. We need him to show up and be a top tier quarterback. So I'm really hoping he really goes out there. And I think if we're gonna even go into another segment real quick, and we'll be throwing out some cowtails, I'm throwing it right to Deshaun Watson.
Yep.
And he's really got to show up. And I've just stated all my reasoning for that. So just copy and paste what I just said because that's why Deshaun Watson needs to be a key player of the day.
I'm gonna bounce off a little of that. We traded the house for you, bud. We signed the biggest contract in the world. You got the haters on your back. You got home opener against the Bengals. We're playing real football now.
Yeah.
You got some new toys out there. Let's get out there and play some ball, Deshaun.
For sure.
Let's put that whole scandal behind you and play some football. Worry about that. That being said, let's move into the second cocktail that I'm about to throw out. I think it's the biggest name on the team, Myles Garrett.
Hell yeah.
Oh man, Miles, he he's had game after game after game against these little kitty cats.
with no help either.
Yes.
So
So I think the interesting thing is now the Cincinnati Bengals add a big name on their offensive line in Orlando Brown. So that's going to be a big time matchup for Myles Garrett, and he needs to get after Joe Burrow. So
yeah,
that's going to be a big
but
part of the game
the
tomorrow.
nice thing that we've done this whole entire off season is, okay, yeah, watch out for Myles Garrett, double team him. Well, then you got Darius Smith, you got Obo, and you got Shelby Harris, and Delvin Tomlinson. Okay, not only do we add depth, but we added a great core of guys that you can't just push over like Jordan Elliott and Tommy Togiai was last year. Okay, like this is legit. So they can't just bring the house over there and just block and just basically get like just just pushing people. Like this is
Yeah,
an entire defense that is legit at this point. So I'm very excited to see how this works and how teams are going to kind of combat that.
you got your final cocktail.
I do, and it's Kevin Stefanski.
Bro, you read my mind. That's what I was gonna say.
All right, Kevin. Hey, man. Um, I haven't had a winning season in 2 years. Um, you need a winning season, and we need a winning season. So let's make this happen.
Remind us why you were the coach of the year.
Yeah.
Remind us why you were this big offensive mind that we were promised.
Yeah.
We want to see it.
It's in there somewhere. I know.
Yes.
I still believe in Kevin. I do. But like,
You're on a hot seat, buddy.
He's on the hot seat. If this year doesn't go over well, I mean, it's one of those things where if it's not working, it's not working.
I don't want to see 8 penalties tomorrow. I want 1 at most.
I want to see an offense that is crafted around Deshaun Watson and basically pulls the best elements out of him.
Yes.
Okay, so let's do that. But also, you got obviously the best running back in the entire NFL, in my opinion. Utilize him. Utilize Elijah Moore, TPJ, Amari Cooper, Tillman. I mean, I could keep listening to people.
Yeah.
David Njoku. So if you have this talented of a team, do it right. Just do it right. Like don't like this could either be someone that's incompetent that doesn't know how to use these players, or you can run a scheme that is fucking perfect. So I'm really hoping it's the one that I just needed. So yeah, Kevin Stefanski. But from Bengals perspective, what do you feeling like? Kind of what they're going to do to combat our team.
Well, I think the Bengals are going to go out there and play their brand. Their issue this time around is that they're banking on their young guys in the secondary and on the defensive side of the ball. You have 2 bookend defensive ends in Sam Hubbard and Trey Hendrickson that play great on both sides. They have a great pass rush. On top of their linebacking core is one of the top notch in the league, I believe. Offensively, Joe Burrow is all I gotta say.
There needs to be a lot of checkdowns, quick slants.
It's a very fast paced offense. The Browns got to find a way to slow it down and put some pressure on him.
But if he's somewhat injured still, or has somewhat of mobility that's flawed,
I'm just not buying that. I'm not.
I'm just saying if it is,
We're gonna find out how hurt he is tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't believe he's actually still hurt.
They're faking it. They faked it the whole time.
They faked it. Yeah. Like the Browns have the illusion of we don't know what kind of offense we're running. The Bengals had to make up an illusion of Joe Burrow's hurt. So, I don't know, man. So I think we gotta move to our new segment.
Yeah.
Our Mike Lewis real estate games of the week.
Oh boy.
So we're making a statement with that one.
Yes, sir.
So basically, what this segment is, we're just gonna pick our favorite game from around the league because we're not gonna go through a whole list. We're just gonna pick a game that we want to watch. So go ahead, Mike. I know you got a good one.
Yeah, I'm very excited for the 49ers and Steelers game because although I think the 49ers are the better team, I saw some glimpses in the Steelers that I hate to admit look good. And especially with Brock Purdy coming off an injury, we'll see what happens. So I'm very very excited for that game. Definitely be tuning in. How about you?
Well, I gotta move over to the AFC. I mean, the NFC North. Um, with Aaron Rodgers out the door, it's Green Bay and the Chicago Bears. I believe this is a ushering of a new era in the NFC North. It kind of opens the door for whoever, whether it's Minnesota, who's been very solid,
Or
the Detroit Lions that went into Kansas City and beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Um, you know, but with the Chicago Bears, I'm feeling very confident with Justin Fields at helm that they can really turn that thing around and be a competitor in the NFC.
Yeah.
So I think this is a good way to start it off. You get to see a new brand of Packers football that's been the same for 15 years.
I'm excited to see what Jordan Love can do.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a different kind of game, and it's gonna usher in a new season. I think that the only way you start off the NFL season with Packers Bears, it happens every year, and it's the right way to do it.
There you go. I like that answer. That was nice.
So I think it's time to get down to predictions for
this
week's game.
Okay. Tough one. What's the
The spread is -2.5. Bengals.
Okay. So I'm gonna go Browns here.
As you do.
All the time. I'm gonna go Browns 24-21.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go with a little bit of an awkward score. I'm going to go 22-17. Browns! Come on! We're going to show them why we're the best city in Ohio. We play Browns football. Just remember, they stole our uniforms.
They did.
They're a bunch of frauds. They killed Harambe.
Yeah, everybody talked about them white unis. Dude, get out of here. Dude, they stole this shit.
We had the white helmet first. They had to make up a helmet.
Yeah, know your history, right?
Yeah, come on, man. Gosh.
Cleveland is the best city in Ohio.
Just remember who's Paul Brown's first team is.
Favorite team.
Yeah, favorite team. We literally named our team after him. Not our stadium that looks like shit. It's going to get torn down in a couple of years.
Yeah.
Just remember that. I'm not ever going to put my money on a team that is in a city that had our savior Harambe.
Yeah, and also is famous for chili. Get the fuck out of here.
Spaghetti chili. It's not even chili, bro. It's fucking skyline. Yeah, what kind of skyline?
It's so nasty, dude.
Cincinnati's a bunch of frauds.
Frauds.
Your whole city is just a bridge into Kentucky. God damn.
Everybody that
it's a 100-year-old bridge that is gonna fall anytime.
Oh, we were stuck under that bridge.
Yes, it was.
That was horrible. I thought I was gonna die. And then you look over, and then underneath the bridge is their practice field and their balloons indoor facility.
Man, it looks like a fucking tore up concrete. Like you're just playing some junkyard football in a bar parking lot.
Yeah, it looks like a middle school field, dude.
It's sad. We got gravel in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
No wonder why Joe Burrow fucking tore his ass up.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they probably got the scrapes up and down their legs like not even turf burns. It's just like,
on that note.
All right,
guys.
Thank you for watching another episode to kick off our third season of the Muni Lot Report.
Yes, sir.
And with that being said, go Browns.
Go Browns.